Today we'll be talking about dream killers. That's right, Murder, She Wrote. Reflections of Purpose. Hello, my name is Karen Sims. Thanks so much for joining us. This is Twisted Threads, and you've joined us for our Reflections of Purpose. And as always, we try to get into it, and we've decided today's topic, dream killers. You know, I love that old song, Murder, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote. You know, all of those things. Now, okay, I know I'm dating myself a little bit. The youngins, they don't know anything about that. But when we think about not just the song itself, but the dream killers that might be in our life, today we're going to identify them. Today we're going to name them by name. Today we want to point them out. Why? So we can either move away from them or figure out how do we get our super coded force field around us to ensure that we do not allow anyone, including us, to kill our dreams. So the first thing about dream killers, I want to remind all of us in our Twisted Threads family, remember not to be one. You don't be a dream killer. And a lot of times we got to be reminded that we don't want to kill our own dreams. See, we're okay with supporting other people. We'll go to the movie premiere. We'll go to the book signing. We'll go to the housewarming. We'll even sit on the sidelines as a bridesmaid at the wedding. But we won't push ourselves out there, whereby we kill our own dreams. Okay, so how do we dig in and figure out not being that person? That's the most important thing, because if we're killing our own dreams, odds are maybe somebody would support us, but we're not giving them anything to support. So we want to start with the things that we actually can control in our life. And some of it is going to require exercise. It's going to require you to think differently than you did yesterday, to think differently than before what you press play. But now you're all in it. We're about to get messy and figure this thing out so that we can figure out, is there anything that has been holding us back from the success that we deserve, from the success that is ours? Okay, so we talk often here about fear and how fear can stunt our growth and also be a dream killer, because it allows us to give us, an excuse to say, no, I can't do that. I'm going to shrink back because, oh my goodness, I'm afraid of this, or that thing over there is something that I just don't want to deal with. We understand that fear, false evidence appearing real, is, it could get an Academy Award for the things that go on in our minds. We can sometimes be, and I'll say it's me, I can be very dramatic. So making a mountain out of a molehill, I'm an Oscar-winning person in that area. And maybe you are too. But if we focus on what is causing us to let fear grow, to let fear move in, it literally is, fear is that thing of that roommate that comes in, I'll call them a squatter, and they never pay rent. All the bills are due and you still got to bust your behind to get everything done, but you get no benefit from allowing fear to continue to reside where you live. So what do? You got to evict fear. You've got to say, even though I might be afraid, I'm still going to do it. I say it here often, do it scared. Because until you condition yourself to do it with the fear won't go away. And so when we get to confront it, and some things are bigger, I get it, maybe you'll need some more support, more than just yourself. But a lot of the stuff that we talk ourselves out of and we think about self-sabotage, there's opportunities for us to not be stuck in the same place if we just tell ourselves something different. So, is it fear? Is the dream killer in your life insecurity? Because you've been told something the opposite of who you are for so long, you no longer believe that you are capable of great things. Here at Twisted Threads, we want to remind you of every second of every day, you are able, you are capable, and there's no reason for you to continue to walk in the insecurities, but you have to confront them or they will build and grow as obstacles in your life. Look, maybe it's uncertainty in your life. Maybe it's laziness. Outside of the fear of failure, you just decided, I really don't want to do all of that work. I'm telling you these things because These were my personal obstacles once upon a time. They were the excuses that I made for myself to say, no, I can't push forward. No, I can't move forward with this life coach business, or I shouldn't be mentoring people because of what one thing maybe happened. We've got to move ourselves past any failures that maybe we've seen in our lives, because we understand that failure is actually a part of our journey towards success. So if you fail, guess what? You get to celebrate the fact that hopefully you learned something. And while you were learning something, you were building your arsenal for the next time around, for when you pick yourself back up and you decide, now is my time. And I remind you today that now is your time. That thought of comparison. Well, I can't do it because she did it. Maybe I can't write a book as well as Michelle Obama. I don't need to. I'm not Michelle Obama. But if I'm doing things in excellence, then I get the opportunity to say, I'm going to share Karen with the world. I'm going to share this version of Karen with the world. Because guess what, Susan? Guess what, Tom? Guess what, Joanne? Guess what? Any person out there, unless you share your version of who you are today, you won't be able to elevate to the next version of you for tomorrow. So there's no holds barred, nothing holding you back. You can take all of the dream killers and literally flush them down the toilet, put them in the garbage disposal, and turn that jammy on and let it go ahead and get out of your way. Why? Because we want to move ourselves out of our own way. We want to move people out of our own way. So when we're thinking about what are the things that we need to move out of the way, one of our thoughts that we've got to get away from is believing that our dream is impossible. See, the fact that you think it's impossible will make it impossible. I love the quote that says, the man that says he can and the man that says he cannot are both right. Whichever side of the spectrum you put yourself on, you're going to either allow yourself to pursue success unapologetically, or you will create obstacles that will be as big as the mountain of Gibraltar, and you'll never be able to get over it. So understanding that disbelief that your dream is possible, you got to kill that. So it's almost that, cutthroat. When we think of Hollywood, it's like get before you get got. You have to get at your dreams before you get got by any fears or insecurity or procrastination or laziness that might come in the way. Because we get it. It's all there. It's okay to recognize it as a season and say, okay, I need to sit down and rest. Why? Because your exhaustion can also be a dream killer. You get all the way to almost the top of the mountain, and then you don't have enough energy to get to the other side. So you got to pace yourself. Understanding that planning is a good thing, because lack of planning will also cause you to be your own dream killer. Look, these are important things, I know. Then you got to take these things, and now that you looked at yourself, you got to look at the world around you. Do you identify any of your friends or your family as dream killers? Do you have superiors that are holding you back just because they want you to be in a particular spot? Look, friendships are hard. Family is even harder because we can't give them back. That's a thing. But while we're working with the insecurities that somebody else has, you got to remember to tell them. So I say this all the time. Another person's anxiety doesn't fit me because it doesn't come in my size. I can fit my own anxiety. I have enough space for the things that I'm supposed to do for me. But when I'm thinking about who else do I need to please? Who else is saying, oh no, I don't like, you might not like my yellow today. Well, turn it off and listen. It doesn't matter the thought of what somebody else is thinking of you. It's all about what focus you are thinking about yourself. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your superiors, you got to understand that, look, dream killers, we're not looking to write a murder mystery. We're looking to write about the keys of success. And those keys of success in your life starts out with you evaluating and taking time to what? Reflect on the purpose you have in your life. I know you saw that play on words. Reflections of purpose is what we are here for. We want to remind you that even though you've identified some areas that may have been dream killers to you in the past, you don't have to stay in the place that you were yesterday. You don't have to expect only what you've gotten from the relationships in your life. It is your opportunity to expect more. You get to receive more out of the world. Why? Because we're changing our minds. We're changing our hearts. We're changing our very existence in the world. And that's the reason why I hope that you continue to press play. It's my reason for coming on here twice a week, 3 times a week, for sharing this content with other channels in hopes that you will be inspired to move past your today. Why? Because tomorrow is like bomb, with a brand new theme song, with a brand new way of thinking, and with brand new opportunities for success in your world. Look, it's Twisted Threads. We're glad that you joined us. As always, remember to like and share these videos. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our messages to encourage you in your life. And as always, what? This is not a murder mystery. We want to remind you, make it an amazing day.
Reflections of Purpose.